In some of my past videos, I spoke about boredom. I said a lot of us that are living, many of us that are living in abroad are bored. In fact, I said abroad is boring. So many people commented saying I should go and look for a wife to marry or involve myself in some other activities. Many of these people don't know how life actually works. Many don't know how life actually works. Now, let me enlighten you how life works. Life can be unpredictable. Yes, that is the reality. Life doesn't always go as planned. You may be married to a woman and still feel bored. You may be married to a man and still feel bored. See, there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. Yes, there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. You may be alone, yet you are not bored. That means you may be alone, yet you are enjoying your own company. Yes, there are people who are alone, yet they are not bored. So, me getting myself a wife will not cure boredom. Or you getting yourself a husband would not cure boredom. Let me go further. You may be in the company of many people, still feel lonely. You may be in the midst of people and still feel lonely. You may be inside the room with 3, 4, 5 people, but still feel lonely because those people you are those people you are in the same room with are not cheerful people, or they lack communication skill. So you will find out that you are in the wrong company of people. You are surrounded by the wrong people. Do you understand me now? Haven't you experienced this before? You go to a crowd and still feel you don't belong to this crowd. You still feel lonely. You still feel like an outsider in that crowd. Yes. So being in the company of somebody, being in midst of other people doesn't cure boredom. Let me go further. You know, sometimes I tell my stories. Sometimes I talk about what I read in some religious books. Why did God decide to create a helper for Adam in the Bible? God did not decide to create a helper for Adam because Adam was lonely. Adam wasn't lonely. The Bible did not say Adam was lonely. Look at what the Bible said. The Bible said, and God saw Adam was alone. Adam wasn't lonely. Adam was enjoying his own company. Man, I'm giving it to you pure. The Bible did not say Adam was lonely. This was why I said there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. Adam wasn't lonely. Adam was fully busy. The only problem there was Adam had no companion. So what God did in that situation was to give Adam a companion, a helper. You may have a companion and still feel lonely. I'm giving it to you pure. There are some women and men that are married, but they don't communicate. I've seen stories of women who are living in the same house with their husbands or with their wives, but they don't talk, they don't communicate. You are in the company of somebody, still you feel lonely. Somebody is in the same room with you, yet you are feeling lonely. So what I'm saying here is, being in the midst of people doesn't cure boredom. So for those of you saying, go and get yourself a wife, or some women who think getting themselves a husband will cure boredom. No, it doesn't cure boredom. That is why you see in some cases, you see some married men or married women begin to go outside. That is, they start, going to look for boyfriends and girlfriends. Married men and women, they start having, you see married men start having side chicks. If they are satisfied, if they are happy in their marriages, they wouldn't go looking for side chicks, because they would be happy in the company of their wife. Or the women would be happy in the company of their husbands. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So I'm saying you may be in the company of somebody and still be lonely. Be in the midst of people and still be lonely. Let me go further. What did the Bible say about marriage? What did the Bible say about marriage? Man, I'm not a religious person, but a lot of my followers are Muslims, Christians, and atheists. So sometimes I make my reference from the Bible. So the Bible says, it's talking about men here. It says, he who findeth a wife, referring to men, he who findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor from the Lord. So, he's saying, not all women are wife materials. There are so many women, but not all of them are wife materials. So you may marry a woman without marrying a wife. It is only when you marry a wife that you will find it is only when you marry a wife that you found a good thing and you've obtained favor from the Lord. Now let me talk about women. Not all men are husband materials. Not all men are husband material. You may marry a man, but you did not marry a husband. It is only when you marry a husband, that is when you will obtain favor. Yes, it is only when you marry a husband, that is, a lot of women married men. You get it in. They did not marry husbands, they married men. So that's why you see a lot of women are looking for looking for men outside. They are married, but they are looking for men outside their marriage. Because they did not find the husbands. They did not find the right husband for themselves. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So what I'm saying is this. You may be in the company of a man or a woman, still be lonely. Yes. And you can also enjoy your own company. Yes, it is. You can also enjoy your own company. Well, you see, this issue of boredom I am talking about here has affected a lot of men and women. Yes, there are so many married women who are suffering depression. There are so many married men who are suffering depression. Yes, many of us are taking medicine for depression. Many of us are taking medication for dementia. Don't you know? Many of us are taking medication for depression, and many of us are taking medication for dementia. If you don't know. But we are in the midst of people. Yet, just pray to get yourself. If you are lucky to have a cheerful husband, a cheerful wife, then you are blessed. You've gotten your own favor. That's all I've got to say. If you've got yourself a cheerful wife or a cheerful husband, you are blessed. Well, I want to end this video here. You already know my name. My name is Roddy. If you like this video, send it to friends and family members. Also follow my page. But if you don't like this video, goodbye to you.